Some of the most important elements of any Go High Level website are buttons. So today I'll show you a couple of game-changing custom buttons that you can use today to instantly level up your Go High Level website and transform it into a premium and expensive one. So let's hop into the Go High Level website builder, and as you can see, all these buttons are fully custom coded. And the first one is a very nice add to cart button with a really cool animation, and also the SVJ in here is really cool and has a nice and eye-catching animation. So how we do this is basically by adding a custom code element, and inside it you can paste this exact code, and this is basically the whole button in terms of custom HTML. We just have to style it a bit with some CSS. And now that we have the button, if we go to CSS, as you can see, I added tons of variables, so it's very easy to customize the colors and also the position. Maybe you want to have it to the left, which is flex start. And then we have a ton of classes that use these variables in order to create the styling for these buttons. So this up until here, 110 lines of code only for this single button. And if we refresh it, as you can see, it is now positioned to the left side of our row element. So this is exactly how you change the position of your button within the row element. Left, center, and of course right. Now, of course, you can pause the video and copy this exact code if you want to add this specific button into your Go High Level website, or if you have my Notion doc, I added this brand new tutorial in here which has 10 high-end custom buttons. So basically all of these, and this is basically where you can get all the code snippets from. And of course, if you don't have my Notion doc, you can get it from the first link in the description. Now, moving on to some other buttons, we have this Buy Now button, which has a similar animation to this one, but slightly different. Plus we have $1. Then we have the Download Now button. This one, as you can see, scales a bit up, whereas those ones also have a slight rotation. As you can see, this one to the right, this one to the left, or the other way around, how you want to, depending how you see it. And this one doesn't have any rotation, just a slightly different animation plus a different SVJ. But this one is totally different. It has that scale plus the rotation and shadow, but the SVJ background, the white circle, has a different animation that fills in the whole button, and the text changes color. So this is this button. This is the HTML for it. This basically is the SVJ. And of course, if you want the CSS, you can get it from here. Again, pause the video if you want to copy this exact button. I'll go slowly in here, or of course you can get it from my Notion doc up until here. And using all these variables and of course all the CSS properties, you can fully customize this button however you want. The next button is this one, which has a different positioning of the SVJ, but the SVJ has a continuous animation while you are hovering it. As you can see, it bounces around and it looks pretty nice. And the whole button also changes color, which is really cool. The next one, slightly different variation from all the buttons from the beginning of the video. We have the Contact Us button, which has a bunch of animations in here, plus the text changes color and the background for the SVJ, and also the SVJ itself changes color, which is really nice and obviously attention grabbing. Then we have a variation for the shimmering button. You know, previously in my Notion doc, I had this tutorial in here, shimmering button effect on hover, which works really well for default buttons, whereas this one is a fully custom one. And as you can see, it also rotates and changes color, and it also has a background fill from below. As you can see, really cool, and it gives a premium vibe to your Go High Level website. Now, the next thing is a next button, and obviously this comes in pairs as well. So you have previous and next with animations for the arrows. Really cool, especially if you have sliders and things like that. This works really nice. So let me show you that. So we are talking about this one, Open Code Editor. In here we have the entire HTML, both buttons. Obviously you can use them separately if you want, and button 9 and 10 if you want to get the CSS. So we have the variables in here, then the wrapper that allows us to display the buttons left, right, center, whatever. And then the styling for these buttons, which are quite similar, the icon, the text, and the SVJ, plus some individual animation for each button. Plenty of code. And the last button is this one, which has a very simple effect plus a neon orbit on the border that circles the whole button and grabs the user's attention basically. Now, I've built over 150 Go High Level websites, so if you want to see what I've learned from all of these websites, check out this video right here.